Hey, what's up, guys and gals? Troy, TXRC Productions, 3DR Solo Owners Group, ATX Drone Space, and more importantly, Multirotor and Drone Review, Unboxing Tips and Tricks, all on Facebook. Today, that's what we're here to talk about, unboxing. Unboxing some really cool F40 T-motors from DIY Quadcopters. Dan over there got these to me at the request of Tiger T-Motor. Put me in touch with them and said, hey, see if we can get some of these to me to be able to do a review, as well as use them to outfit the Voodoo Triple Deuce for racing form. Now, if you've seen the build on my YouTube channel already, the Triple Deuce was a baller on a budget build. What does that mean? That meant that I used Emax motors, not because they're bad motors, but because they're budget motors. Quality control is not always the top priority with some of the budget values, but the Emax have proven to be really, really good motors to me. I've used them in multiple setups in multiple forms on a couple of different copters. Never any quality control issues with me personally, besides one bad bearing or two. Besides that, always been a really tough motor. These motors have been through hell. I rock my motors till they pretty much fall apart or break. So that's why I go with Emax. Jeremy Countryman, a really great reviewer and pilot and just all around everything, has recently tested the V2s of the 2204s, I believe, or he might have the 05s or 06s, but he talked about the packaging. It's a great little package, just to see the difference of what everything's being replaced. Comes with all the foam inserts. It comes with a bunch of screws, a couple extra screws. Comes with the Allen key. I think it even came with an extra C-clip and spacer. So that's what it's replacing. But these are awesome. These are the new T-Motor F40s. These are developed specifically for FPV racers. It even says on the box, to the fore, FPV racing. F40 2300 kV. They make a F60 2206. This is a 2204. 2206s, I believe, are 2100 kV, and then they have a 2208 that's a 1900 kV. Those kVs might be switched. I don't know. I haven't researched those very much. These are 3 and 4S capables. One thing that while we open them up, we're going to go ahead and note foam packaging, nice little container. 2 of them. Open it up. What you look at first is a T-Motor bag that looks pretty common until you see what's in it. It's actually got 2 nylon lock nuts. Now, most T-Motors are bought, the Navigator series, which I've run on my very first ZMR, are bought in the form of a clockwise turn. Some people switch over to the T-Motor flat plate prop adapters, which typically come in the T-Motor packs, or they use the standard prop adapter and have to go source lock nuts in order to be able to use a counter or clockwise motor on a counterclockwise spin. You have to have a lock nut. So T-Motor recognized that, being it's for FPV. Good job. That's right there. Awesome. Upon first look, these things are great looking. All solid black anodized, have like an orange kind of Asian inspired artwork, some actual Asian lettering. All black anodized, except they left the stainless steel prop adapter. It's pretty cool. It actually looks really nice and clean. I personally like that because any anodizing of the threads and all that can lead to loose threadings. So that's a really great kind of quality control thing. Second look, wow, this is interesting. Another thing that kind of inspired by our current builds. Our small, nice little builds are actually wanting to use long leads, because before people wanted short leads because we mounted our ESCs close on the arms. Now people are trying to mount all the electronics inboard or running really small setups where ESCs are being relocated, or even in some cases 4-in-1 ESCs. So that's an interesting, they added a lot of wire on there to allow you a lot of flexibility in how you're going to wire it up. Measure twice, cut once. But that's great. Good job. Quality, I mean, it's a motor, guys. I mean, the bearings definitely feel smooth. There's no, grittiness to it. There's nothing like that. It's what I would expect out of pretty much any motor out the box, but especially a nice high quality. You can feel the nice kind of tension on the bearing. So it's a good, nice little bearing, and it's, I don't know, looks great. C clamp just as normal as a T motor. It does have a really big. The shaft I would say is maybe 4 millimeter. I don't know. I'm not really trying to get into high specs, but since I mentioned it, I might as well look. 5 millimeter. So it's a 5 millimeter shaft. I guess I could measure it here. Yeah, 5 millimeter shaft. So it's a nice heavy shaft. God, never gonna live that one down. So there we go. F40. Can't wait to get these into Voodoo, and it's gonna be a good flight, man. We're gonna get them in there in the next couple days. We'll take it for a flight, and really, we're gonna get the Voodoo dialed in, and we're gonna shelf it. A couple other projects are coming in, and we're gonna start building those and testing and flying those. So once I get this thing dialed in with these new motors, which are gonna look great, you'll see the Voodoo kind of get shelved because I don't want to bust up motors before we go racing. Appreciate you guys watching. Fly safe, fly smart, fly FPV, fly whatever you want, just fly for fun. Be on the lookout for a real full test review after my maiden flights with these. And also subscribe and go check out the holiday giveaway. We're giving away some great stuff, all right? Appreciate it, guys. Peace.